I start taping the second part and sharing the screen with you. We were dealing with, no, with the guide. Okay, Claude is coming. All right. All right, very good. Belen, can you read one of your examples?
Yes. Lionel Means explained that once a fire reaches that scale, it became virtually impossible to stop.
Okay, all right, very good. Juliana?
Yes. Jorge Liotta affirmed that the dead grass becomes highly flammable.
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 Okay. All right.
I could be Laura Prohl revealed that illegal carpincho hunters started the fires to corral their prey.
Okay, so she said, or what verb did you use?
Revealed.
She revealed. Okay, she revealed that illegal, good. That, wait, Juliana, that illegal carpinchos hunters had started. You need the past perfect there. Okay? All right.
Started the fires.
Okay, very good. Flor? One example?
Yes. Yes, Cabandier. Environment Cabandier. They must tell us who owns these lands, arrest them, and put those responsible on trial. And okay. I wrote Juan Cabandier declared that they should tell them who owns those lands, arrested them, and put those responsible on trial.
I think you need to go one step backwards. So Cabandier explained, or what did you say? What verb did you use? Declared. Okay, declared that they should have told them, right? Somebody should have told them. Okay, you need to go one tense backward.
One more.
Okay, exactly. Who's missing here? Belen, Juliana, and what about Enzo? Enzo, one example from you?
I'm trying to find a sentence, but they use all the good ones.
Okay, you didn't prepare any.
No.
Okay. So prepare it for next class, please.
Okay, pass.
Okay, good. So here, there's further reading about useful introductory reporting verbs, right? There is another site that you can use in order to find more information about reported speech. Remember that we have dealt with this with reported speech, and this is in the book, the green book by Yule, right? Practice grammar, okay? Now, the reformulation here, right? What did you write? What's the main idea of the text? I wanted you to write only one well-written sentence. What did you write? What is the main idea of this text? Who can read it? Did you do it or not?
I wrote, I can read.
Okay.
The text is about the fires that are devastating some regions in Argentina and the difficulties to extinguish them and to think up laws that protect the environment and prevent future fires.
Okay, good. Flor, if you start the sentence by saying, the text is about, you are telling me what the text is about, and I want you to tell me the main idea. So, can you read it again, please?
The text is about the fires that are devastating some regions in Argentina.
Okay, wait a minute there. So, fires, what kind of fires? Out of control, ranging, out of control fires are devastating, and you said some regions in Argentina. Which regions?
I wrote the Delta.
Okay, so raging, out of control fires are devastating the areas of the Delta, the ecosystem of the Delta in Argentina. If you said some areas in Argentina, that's not the main idea, okay? So you have to be very explicit. Very specific, right? It's not what the text is about. It's the main idea of the text. All right? So we said again, a raging, out of control fire is devastating the wetlands of the Delta in Argentina, in the east, northeast of Argentina. So be more specific. Causing animals and vegetables and vegetation to be extinguished, whatever. So, or as a consequence, what happens? What is the other main idea has to do with the legal aspect. So, what did you say?
I wrote to think up laws that protect environment.
Okay, all right, very good. But okay, but Flor, instead of to think about laws, it's not just to think about laws. Laws has to be passed. I mean, actions have to be carried out. It's not just, well, we need to think about laws, okay? So we can say that as a consequence, the population or people are, I don't know, demanding deputies, lawyers to take action to pass a law to protect the environment, okay? So remember, when we write the main idea, we need to be very, very specific. It's not just what the text is about. It's a specific issue here. All right?
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Good.
Yes.
Somebody else wants to read the main idea? Good attempt, Flor. Very good attempt. Okay? Now you need to polish that. Anybody else to read his or her main idea? No? All right. Okay.
Could it be something like a raging fire in Argentina's Delta are destroying the ecosystem? Just like that?
That's too general. That's too general. I mean, in Argentina. Okay, that's too general. And so this is you say in Argentina. Where in Argentina?
Argentina's Delta.
Okay. Think about this text. It's not any other text. It's this text written in the Guardian, and it talks specifically about the Delta in Argentina, that the fire is out of control, that it's killing animals and destroying vegetation, and people are asking for action. How? Okay? So you have to be very specific, but everything in only one sentence. That's why it's very important that you complete this exercise, this chart, because here you have the main ideas, the sub-ideas, and the supporting material. So if this is well done, then the main idea sentence, easiest pie, okay? Right? Good. Well, and this exercise beyond the text, I'm still waiting for some of you to hand it in, all right? Then I'm going to be giving Belen and Mika feedback on their writing, okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, what I need to do is to show you, oh, I don't know why I did this. But let's go to our next class. We will continue with fire as the main topic, right? But in this case, we are going to talk about women firefighters, right? So during this week, we will focus on listening comprehension skills, word building, right? Phrases with do, linguistic exponents that has to do with the present and perfect participle, and idioms, health, and safety. In order to deal with these object or these aims and material, we need to, wait, I'm going to close this. We need two documents. One is this one. We need to be very patient, right? This is taken from the book Life. This is unit 2, the second part of unit 2, and it's called Smoke Jumpers. It's based, instead of reading, it's based on listening, right? And after listening and doing these exercises, the linguistic exponents we are going to focus on are phrases with do, like do your best, do someone's a favor, do your duty, right? And the use of present and perfect participles, right? Like, for example, the example that you have here, weighing around 70 or 80 kilos, women firefighters are well suited to this kind of work, okay? So this is the linguistic exponent that we are going to be dealing with.
Okay.
And then, of course, some idioms as regards health and safety, right? So you need this, and as you can see, by clicking here, which says Unit 2 listening text, you can access the podcast 1.8, Unit 2B. Okay? Yes?
Yes.
Good. So everything's here. So the first thing that you have to do is says, follow the instructions, 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, and 3, you follow the instructions in the book, right? You do this exercise, then you do this the same with word building do, right? That is task 2. I'll explain it here. This one. Then the task 3 that focuses on present and present participle, and here I included more examples and explanations, right? The grammar explanation on the participle clauses, right? What is it that they do? The present participle and the past participle clauses, right? So the explanations are here, all right? And there are more exercises for you to do as regards present and past participle, all right? Now, people, it's very important that you do these exercises, right? There are more explanations and exercises. It's very important that you do, right? That you carried out these exercises, and you come to the next meeting with questions. If you do not ask me questions, I mean, I assume that you understood everything, all right? And it's very important that you come with questions or with comments, all right? Then task 4 has to do with the idioms, and there is another listening text to complete this task 4. And then task 5 has to do with a change in genre. We've been working with newspaper articles, right? Now, even if we are dealing with the same field, with the same ideas, with the same theme that has to do with fire, here you've got an extract from, what is this? What do you think it is? What genre is it? Is it a newspaper article?
No.
No. What is
a book?
Okay, what kind of book? Is it a manual for school?
No.
No. What kind of book? Come on, people. What kind of book is this? This is the cover. This is the cover. What do you think it is?
A story?
Okay, instead of story,
A novel.
a novel. Okay, and here it says the international bestseller. It's a bestseller. By whom? Who wrote it? Nora Roberts. The title?
Chasing Fire.
Chasing Fire. And here it says, an enticing, what kind of novel is it? It's a?
Thriller.
A thriller, right? Wait. Here, that's better, right? An enticing thriller. It's an enticing thriller that will keep you awake until you know exactly how it all ends. All right, so it's a thriller, it's a novel. So we are changing. We continue with the same topic. What is the topic? Fire.
Fire.
Right? What did we talk about here? Smoke jumpers, right? Smoke jumpers. These are kind of special firefighters. Okay, these are special firefighters, and the name of the unit is women firefighters, right? Now we'll continue with what? With
woman.
a woman here, right? And there's a plane here. So what do you think the story is going to be about because of the image here? What do you think it's going to be about? This is a hypothesis.
She escapes.
Okay, she's escaping, okay, from
the plane.
From the plane?
Yes, someone wanted.
She jumped.
To kill she.
Okay. Okay, okay. She doesn't want to be found. Okay, and how does this connect with the idea of fire, Belen? And we mean firefighters.
The pilot threw a bomb and exploded everything.
Okay.
In her house.
Okay, it could be. Yes, it could be. Why not? Right? It could be. All right. Now, remember, the unit or this section is called Women Firefighters. Okay? Yes? And the title is Chasing Fire. And it's a thriller. So here you've got the text is not, of course, is not the whole novel. It's just a fragment of the novel, very short, right? That I want you to read. You see that it's 150 words, no, 130 words, right? 140 words. It's very short, right? And I want you to read this fragment and then complete the task. Then, so think about that. What information can you get from skimming and scanning the cover of the book? This is what we have already done. We know that it is a novel, it is a thriller, and it is written by Nora Roberts, and it is about fire. Okay, good. Then, point number 2 says, surf the web for Nora Roberts' biography. I want you to have a look, right, and learn about Nora Roberts. Who is she? What kind of writer is she? right? Let's see what you can find about her. All right? Then think about the kind of text that we are reading. Yes, what kind of text are we reading? What is it? Okay, we know that it is a thriller. Okay, but here, what genres, what text-based can we identify? All right, then read the extract very carefully because it's a novel and you are supposed to be engaged, right? Motivated to read this fragment from the novel, and then complete this chart. And in this chart, you would have to identify main characters, secondary characters, setting, time and place, point of view, the conflict. What's the conflict here? What's the theme, right? The plot details. As regards the plot, you know, the plot is what's happening. So what is the exposition, the rising action, the climax, the falling action, or the resolution, okay? And then literary elements. Let's see if you can find examples of these literary elements. All right? Assonance, alliteration, flashbacks, foreshadowing, imagery, irony, metaphor, personification, simile, and symbolism. If you do not remember what these literary elements refer to, go to internet, do some kind of search, and then try to find examples in the text. All right?
Okay.
If you still have doubts about this, any part of this chart, we'll discuss it next meeting. All right? And then point number 4 says design a mind map illustrating lexical items related to smoke jumpers. To smoke jumpers, not to everything that has to do with fire, to smoke jumpers, right? And said add some examples of your own. So this is, again, helps you to increase your vocabulary, okay? To focus on vocabulary.
Okay.
All right? So
yes.
What we are doing is dealing with one field that has to do with fires and firefighters and the destruction of the ecosystem by fire and all that, using different genres, the newspaper article and a fragment from the novel, a thriller, right? Yes?
Yes.
Good. So then I'm going to upload, not here, in the previous one, because we have not dealt with that. In the previous one, I'm going to, after this, I'm going to upload the today's meeting, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So, any questions? Questions? No? All right, people, listen. We are going to meet the 19th of October, okay? 19th of October at 6 o'clock. Then our next meeting will be the 2nd of November. And then I'm going to give you the possibility of sitting for a kind of integrating TP or work for you to pass the subject, right? To get credits for this subject. If you do this okay, right, and that is going to be based on everything that we did during the year, right? So start working now, right? Start practicing, start reading, right?
Yes.
Then I'm going to be asking you 2 or 3 questions and you would be free, right? And with time to study for other subjects. Okay?
So we will have just one of those, or we will have one for each half of the year?
No, one exam, that would be, this is going to be a kind of
Like
December,
integrador or
December, yes, December, this is kind of the December exam, and so I'm giving you
okay.
I'm giving you the possibility. I'm giving you the possibility to, instead of sitting in December, doing it now. Okay?
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
Good. Any questions?
Yes. Can I do that because I had to take the written expression one?
No. First, you need to have written expression 1, Belen. Yes,
Okay.
you need to pass. In order to sit for this exam, you need to have passed written expression 1. Okay, so Juliana, you passed.
Yes, yes.
Oh, but like if we didn't pass that exam, so we are losing this year?
No, you are not
Because like
losing.
there's
No,
no way to take an exam or anything like that.
exactly. You need to wait for December in order to, no, you cannot sit in December, because to sit in December, you need to have passed the previous exam. It is correlative. Son correlativas. Para poder acreditar, no regularizar, chicos, ¿sí? Estamos hablando de la acreditación. Para poder acreditar prácticas discursivas 2, ustedes tienen que haber acreditado prácticas discursivas 1. Entonces, Belén, vos necesitas primero acreditar discursivas 1, ¿sí?
Claro,
Escrita
para
1.
después acreditar.
Exacto. Micaela, vos ya la tenés acreditada, ya tenés la libreta
Yes.
firmada.
Yes.
Okay.
I give the exam in July.
Okay.
No, August.
Okay.
August. But I passed. Yes, I passed.
Good, good. Enzo, what about you? Did you pass escrita 1?
No, I didn't, and I didn't take it this year yet. So yeah,
Okay.
I have to work on that.
Okay, so you need to sit first for escrita 1. Then you're going to have the possibility of doing escrita 2. Okay? It's not, Enzo, it's not that you lost, right, this year, because you are what it says alumno regular. Vos este año vas a quedar como alumno regular y vas a poder presentarte a los exámenes finales de escrita 2 siempre y cuando tengas acreditado escrita 1. ¿Ok?
Bueno.
Okay.
Sí, sí, está bien.
Rachel, what's your situation? You've already passed escrita 1. Okay. And Florencia, 2.
Sorry, yes. I have a doubt.
Yes, tell me.
The TP, will be online, or we will have some days to do it?
Will be online, right? You will be doing it online, okay? Then I'm going to give you all the instructions, right? And the TP is going to be very, very, very similar to what we have been doing. A las guías, right? The guides. Like, for example, schema and scan, write the main idea, identify the main idea, the supporting details, and then, I don't know, pick up one example of reported speech, transform it, pick up one example of passive voice, I don't know, identify the kind of sentences, right? Are these simple sentences, compound sentences, why, lexical chains, connectors, verbs, right? But everything based on a text. And then, of course, writing at least 1 or 2 paragraphs about a topic related to the reading. Okay, so revise all the guides. Revise everything that we have been doing. Okay, because if you passed that TP, that exam, you are going to have escrita 2, I mean, prácticas discursivas de la comunicación escrita 2, you are going to have credits for that, right? I'm trying to kind of help you and giving you, I mean, because you've been working through the year, right? you've been attending classes, you've been handing in assignments, you've been participating in the forums. So it's my way of recognizing your job, people. Okay, but you need to pass that. All right? Yes. Flor, remind me your situation. You do have escrita uno.
Yes, I have already passed.
Okay, perfect. Okay, right?
Yes.
Good.
Right.
Okay, people. So that's all for today, and I'll see you on Monday, the 19th, with everything done from this guide. Okay?
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.